Hello, and welcome to Behavior Buttons, where we're offering you a quick list of tips to support behavior in your classrooms. Are you teaching virtually right now? Well, here's a quick list of tips to consider to support you as you embark on this journey. One of the tips that I would offer is to not force camera use. Consider using virtual backgrounds, such as what you see behind me, which you could make consistent for every student that you have in your room. Also, you could think about other forms of engagement, such as using the raise hand option, the chat feature, or even the reaction buttons.
Hi, my name is Sandy Sheckley-White. I'm an educational consultant with PaTTAN East in Malvern, PA. Here are a few more tips to encourage meaningful engagement without the need for student cameras to be on. Consider providing 30-second brain or movement breaks every 10 to 15 minutes in between instruction. Or consider providing a shared Google Doc to brainstorm ideas on relevant topics, whether that be in the large group or small group settings. And third, consider using the poll and chat features to ask questions to generate discussion, whether those responses are verbal, written, or through images that the students submit.
Incentivizing positive behaviors is one way to motivate students. In this section, I will share some ideas for incentives that can be used in a virtual setting. The first example is using virtual stickers, like the ones we see on this slide. One incentive that may light a creative spark in some younger students is to offer a Lego building challenge. The rules are simple. Build what it says on the card. Each one is meant to be open-ended, so kids have inspiration for what to build, but can explore their own creative way of doing it. To further the incentive, have students write their own Lego challenges. Young students need to move, and virtual learning makes that a challenge. Providing choices for brain breaks is a fun way to loosen up and get moving. Choices can include things like choose your favorite Go Noodle song for a brain break dance party, or choose your favorite 3 yoga poses for students and families to do at home. Incentivizing students through virtual field trips can be very motivating. Discovery Education, NASA, and places like Ellis Island and the Smithsonian museums are great places to visit virtually. Need a good laugh? Jib Jab videos are another fun way to personalize incentives. Students can create and share fun videos featuring their friends, families, and teachers. No matter what you choose, remember that incentivizing positive behaviors is one way to motivate students, and incentivizing students virtually can be just as fun.
Hi, I'm Drew Hunter from the PaTTAN Behavior Initiative.
Hi, I'm Erica Karuder, also from the PaTTAN Behavior Initiative.
And our next tip is opportunities to respond. Opportunities to respond are when teachers present students with a question, statement, or gesture that is a cue that promotes a student response. Opportunities to respond allow students to review material, they help students acquire fluency in a skill, and they can help students retain information. They also increase on-task behavior and decrease off-task behavior. Students can respond verbally, non-verbally, or in a written format. You can also call on individual students or do a group response as well. Opportunities to respond are easy to use with some preparation and can be adapted to virtual settings. To prepare for opportunities to respond, first identify the lesson content to be taught. Then prepare a list of questions, prompts, or cues related to the content. Determine the modality that the content will be delivered. Determine the modality by which students will respond. When using synchronous learning platforms, choose from things such as the chat feature, polling software, annotate feature, or other features that may be specific or unique to whatever platform you're using. Be sure to explain to students how the format works and the rationale for using it. Then conduct the lesson. Aim for 3 opportunities to respond per minute using single student or unison responding. Respond to student answers with evaluative and encouraging feedback. If possible, you can also offer students an opportunity to give feedback. For example, Class, I'd like you to use the annotate feature to select the correct answer to the following questions. What is the property that asserts that the order of adding adjacent addends or multiplying adjacent factors is irrelevant? Yes, that's correct, Erica. Very good responding. It is the communicative property that asserts that the order of adding adjacent addends or multiplying adjacent factors is irrelevant. For more information on opportunities to respond, check out ci3t.org and look into their COVID resources.
Hi, I'm Erica Carruter from the PaTTAN Behavior Initiative, and my tip is how to create a virtual Zoom background that displays your school's PBIS expectations for distance learning. It's pretty easy to do. You can accomplish this using a PowerPoint file, add your school's positively stated expectations, include those for distance learning. What you want to do then is save that PowerPoint slide as a JPEG in your pictures. Then when you log into your Zoom account and you select new virtual backgrounds, you want to pull that from your pictures, the JPEG file, and there you have a great Zoom background that shows your school's positively stated expectations for distance learning. I found this template on the CI3T website and made some modifications to it. If you'd like to see some other examples, visit www.ci3t.org and check out their resources. Thanks so much.
Hi, I'm Drew Hunter, and my tip is behavior-specific praise. Behavior-specific praise are praise statements that name the exact behavior being acknowledged and are delivered contingent upon the desired behavior occurring. These statements can be either verbal or written. High rates of behavior-specific praise helps decrease inappropriate behavior and increase appropriate behaviors, including compliance, productivity, responding, and accuracy of work completion. Behavior-specific praise can be delivered either verbally or in writing, which makes it easily adaptable to virtual learning. So for synchronous learning, you can either give the statements live while you're teaching or use the chat feature to type them in. For asynchronous learning, you can send emails or other messages giving behavior-specific praise to students for things that you see them doing. As a Tier 1 strategy, deliver high rates of behavior-specific praise to all your students that you observe meeting your expectations. As a Tier 2 strategy, for targeted students, try to increase your rate of delivering behavior-specific praise to 4 instances of praise to every 1 instance of correction. So, for example, to give a behavior-specific praise statement, simply state the student's name, then describe the behavior you are praising in specific and observable terms. If you can relate this to your classroom matrix and expectations, do that as well. Johnny, great job logging into class on time and with your microphone muted. This shows me that you are being respectful and responsible. For more information on behavior-specific praise, visit the ci3t.org website and check out their COVID resources.
Hi everyone, I'm Tina Lawson. I am from PaTTAN. I am one of the consultants on the Behavior Initiative. Here's the strategy I want to share with you. Use your Zoom background to support your expectations for the virtual learning site. If you have them in your brick and mortar classroom building, school-wide, pull them into the virtual setting. Keep that consistency. We all need routines. So if you had respectful, responsible, and best effort in your brick and mortar platform, then bring those into the virtual setting. And you can see here, we created the target behaviors to be more conducive to a virtual platform. Hope this helps.
Another tip that might be useful to support you is to consider building in some time during your sessions for what we would call talk time or type time. If we were in a regular setting outside of a virtual space, we would have hallway conversations or opportunities to have dialogue as adults and as students. Building that into your schedule may help to make those sessions flow much smoother and give students the opportunity to reconnect.